So, moving swiftly on, zero fucks given. Straight to the point. Kevin Hart, new comedy special.
In his yard.
Yeah, we have to keep stating that. Like,
In
man
his
patting
yard.
up in his yard. Like, there weren't, like, crowds of people that don't do that, but there was enough, you hear me? It was social distance, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so.
I mean, it was.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
He was scattered out. They were further than me and you, bro.
Yeah, fair enough.
You hear me?
And they had masks.
He must have had about, what? No more than 50, 100?
Yeah, it must be less than that. Less than 100. First of all, what I want to say is, that's a big house.
You know, like when people have their cinema room, the theatre room? That must be it.
Really, because that's almost big. The same size as certain cinemas that I've been to.
I'm a fan of Kevin Hart.
I'm a big fan of Kevin Hart.
Let me put that out there.
I'm a big fan of Kevin Hart.
Like the way he has manoeuvred through this business is crazy and next to none. Like he is literally a comedian that's got brand deals with sports companies, production. Like he's manoeuvred through this game. He's done it differently. He's had a game plan, and he's executed it well, perfectly. You hear me? So I'm a fan of that.
I'm a fan as well, and I'm even a fan of his stand-ups.
He doesn't have a classic stand-up for me just yet, and if I was gonna pick one, it might even be one that his earlier ones, like Grown Little Man or Seriously Funny, something more that way. He hasn't had an Eddie moment, or Martin Lawrence moment, or a Jamie Foxx, I might need security moment. He hasn't had that moment yet for me. I think he's a funny person. I think he's funnier in person than he is in film. Like when you see him in an interview or he's just doing his thing, like I chuckle a lot more than I do in his films. But he makes the type of films that we was talking about the other day in terms of
just dashing them out really. Like I'm sure a lot.
Not everything has to hit.
Yeah,
you hear me? They're your casual, just sometimes rom-com, standard comedy that you just throw on.
And I respect him for that because everything don't have to be an Oscar-winning movie.
Bro, and I feel like he understands that, and that's why he's managed to maneuver. Bro.
And he brings people in as well. He brings people in. But this for me,
this didn't really hit.
No, I would go as far as say this was poor. I don't remember laughing much.
Alright, see, now I knew you might say that because I've heard this before. I feel like we've watched it quite late in terms of like when it's dropped. It dropped like a week or two ago. 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks I'd probably say.
Well, no, you watched it earlier than I did. So I only watched it. So I had heard the sentiment of, I didn't really laugh too much of this one. So I was like, alright. I chuckled about 3 times. One was, I think where he was calling his daughter.
I laughed at that.
I think around that one.
I lauged at that one.
The pizza one wasn't super funny, but I feel like I chuckled when he was talking about Seinfeld. And having oven pizza.
Yeah, I laughed at the bit with the Walmart bit. I thought that was alright. Hey Walmart, welcome. What can I get you today?
Oh, greetings.
Yeah. I thought that was alright.
It wasn't
but we're struggling to come up with.
Yeah, but there still wasn't a.
No, there was none that I was busting. Like there was none that I was busting up, and I was waiting for it as well. That's the kind of thing. I thought he was building up
because it was a zero fucks given thing. Because I thought, okay, man's about to unleash, man's in his yard, man's about to talk about all the no-nos. You hear me? Everything, like a Dave Chappelle moment. When man start talking about, you hear me, sexual preferences, you hear me, police stuff, you hear me, like, there's bare shit for you to talk about, you hear me? Start touching points that are a bit higgy, you hear me? But
he didn't do none of that. And also on top of that, I'm not sure what he was trying to do. I don't know what his plan was with this.
To get a point, get across. Yeah, no, it's true. It was like, you didn't get much from it.
There was no, like, with Dave Chappelle's things as well, like, away from the kind of touchy subjects he talks about, you usually get a message. You usually get, like...
And you say that, and it's like, I guess someone like Kevin Hart, to play devil's advocate, it's like, not everyone needs to be that way inclined, and not everyone needs to have a... Like, I'm just the guy that is just real casual comedy. In saying that, you could... Not a message necessarily that's like deep and that you didn't have to talk about the movement or none of that. You hear me? It's just, there could have been something that we got from it though.
Yeah,
you hear me? Like, it's like, man didn't get, like, I didn't know, I haven't learned anything new about you. You hear me? Like, at most, I haven't heard him talk about his nephews before. You hear me?
Like we're in a pandemic, bro.
Yeah,
like,
there's a lot going on. There's a lot you could have probably drew from.
Could have done
that
something.
Being Kevin Hart, you hear me? You could have just quickly touched upon. And you know what? You could tell that I felt like he thought he was doing it in terms of kind of not throwing jabs, but making jokes about the ex-wife. Making jokes about the hoes leaving him and whatever not. You know, like touching on points that he's had drama with or whatever not. It was and it wasn't that I'm like, ooh, you're gonna get a slap from wifey tonight. This ain't even a par now, you hear me? But it felt like, you know, when you have a contract with a company
and you just have to do something,
and you're just throwing out albums,
like music albums.
Yeah. It's like, right, I got 5 albums left. Like, hold that. Hold that. Let's hold that one. You hear me? That's what it felt like.
It just felt like, let me get something out there.
Yeah, like, let me fulfill the contract.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's got like some movie coming out soon or something. Just to hype up something or something.
That's gonna be something to do with not giving a fuck.
I don't want to dog him too much because I respect the man highly. I like most of his older stuff.
But it's just an honest review, man.
Yeah,
it's just honest. That's what you're gonna get here. Watch it or not TV. You hear me?
Watch it or not TV. I feel like you're better at this.
Nah, you sounded really good
right?
though, man.
Cool?
You might steal my job. I feel like, again, that's a good film to watch over. You hear me? The Christmas holidays and that. You know what that is? Shall I tell you what Kevin Hart's ticked the box for?
A punishment.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's deep.
Was that bad?
Yeah, that was cold-blooded. And you was a fan, you said?
I still am a fan, but not.
Family entertainment, family jokes. Like, I would watch that with my gran and not feel awkward, say nothing out of terms, you get me? Like, my gran might chuckle, you get me, at the joke, my aunt might bust up, you get me? That's funny for them, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's funny, you get me? Y'all have your fun, you get me? Because I can't play them, you get me? Some of the Andrew Short stuff, man, just play. Yeah, it's like, where you get the kind of dark comedy I like, you know? So it's like, that's something you can watch, that's like a family comedy.
I suppose you could have one in the background.
Yeah, see it. So it's almost the perfect thing to watch while you're playing the board game, you hear me? For Christmas.
Or what? Or else? Or what? Or doing what? In the background?
Eating.
Okay, that's cool.
It's like on dinner time TV.
I would be concentrating. Well, look, honest reviews. That's what you're gonna get here. Yeah. And for me, I'm sorry, Kev. I call you Kev because you're my dog, but it's a not for me. So don't do it.
I'm not gonna lie. For me, I'm gonna say watch it. It's a casual watch. It's not the best thing since sliced bread. Nowhere near. You hear me? But it's a decent little humble watch.
You ain't gonna laugh much at this either.
Granny will chuckle though, man. Granny will find it funny. But yeah, so watch it from me. This hater over here. Yeah.
I think that's the first thing.
Hey Kev, when you come over though, yeah? Flipping, if you just check this out, just kind of remember episode 3 in it, and just tickets to Zush, aka Guyver, and it don't matter if it's a +1 or not. I'll roll.
That? Would you bring me? I think that's the first one we've disagreed on.
Yeah, that is. So it goes sometimes. So it go. We're already parting ways, man. Episode 3, man.